Hey, it's Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe Hikes. We're here at Burles Ford Campground and we're parking. We're gonna go back and try to get to that Ellicott's Rock and see that inscription. So it's gonna be about 7 miles round trip. Got Don with me.
Hey.
And
we almost look like twins.
yeah, we're on the same wavelength. I don't know what that means exactly, but anyway. Yeah, we're going to take the Spoonauger River Trail basically back, Ellicott Rock Trail, and stop off at a waterfall. So here we go. All right, we're heading in on the trail. We just came down the little road walk there. We got Doug with us. He assures us nobody's looking for him. The mob's not after him, so we'll let him get on camera. But yeah, he's heading the same place we are, so we're going to go back here, probably stop at Spoonauger Falls, and then work our way. There's supposedly some Helene hurricane damage back here, so we might have to crawl over some stuff and under some stuff, but we'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, we're making our way down the trail, talking about Georgia towns we're all familiar with. Working our way back to the falls. So there's an old footer. We're thinking for obviously a bridge at one point. You can see the other end, the squared off footer. We make our way our first, I guess, Bonafide Creek crossing. Had a couple of small ones, but this will be a little bit more than just a step over. Yeah, so right here, you see where they anchored the footbridge at some point. And right after this former bridge location, we come to Spoonauger. Let's walk back and see the falls. All right, we're gonna make our way up to Spoonauger. Doug is gone ahead, so we'll catch up with him later. You can see a little cascade. This little trail, as I recall, is gonna kind of zigzag our way up to the base of the falls. And with the rain, we should have a pretty good cascade coming down. There's another one right there. Getting our first glimpse of the falls. All right, Latitude's heading on down that way. It's kind of quiet on this side, so it'll alternate between deep channels where it'll get, I mean, that almost looks like it's still, but
it does.
But it's moving on, as you can see on the rapids back there. So, and some storm damage. We're probably going to see a lot of that from the hurricane, but I think mainly on the last mile. So from what I understand, it's cleared pretty good for the first couple of miles or so. We'll see.
Slick.
Yeah. I'm glad that there's enough people that walk the trail that someone keeps putting a rhododendron leaf there so that you get the spigot out of it.
There you go. And just a little bit further up, we're back into some rapids. So
check out the on the little rock out there. The plants are just kind of like,
yeah, they're hanging on.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, claiming that island for posterity. So here's our Foothills Trail connector. Of course, we're on the Latitude River Trail. This is our first Bonafide blowdown, so we're going to get across this and make our way on. A little cascade. I think that log's been there a while.
What gave it away?
Doug got so mad at that stump for nearly tripping him, he's going to take him out. I can't blame him. It's reminiscent of that one that tripped me up on Standing Indian a few weeks ago. All right, we got a little bit of blow down here as we come out to the river. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Making our way. Oh, it looks like they blocked off, and we've seen this rope up along the way. They're closing off a lot of areas that are next to the river where people might be camping and stuff, so closing off some of those. And yeah, either that or they didn't want these two trees wandering off together. They look like they're in love. Who knows where they'd go? So Doug's got a small metal detector, and it'll vibrate when it finds something.
Right there, yeah, right there. It's really
There you go.
right here. Okay. Yeah, right there. All right. Oh,
That's the stuff that campers say doesn't exist. It's slag from aluminum cans they tried to burn.
Ah.
That's residual aluminum.
come here, Joe. You gotta actually. All right. And
Feel
now,
it.
right there, right.
Oh yeah.
Feel the device?
Oh yeah.
The metal
Vibrates.
detector?
It's just not making noise. So I can see it. I know what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So right there, we didn't see, but the metal detector saw, this is hitch tape.
Oh,
Man.
that is cool.
That's where they get, that's just my excitement.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, we're heading on. Doug is staying behind to do a little bit more searching around that campsite. So he'll catch up with us. We make our way on. Apparently the hurricane flooded the river pretty good around where Ellicott Rock is. And he said it's basically wide open there. Lots of exposed rock. So it stripped out a lot of vegetation. So we'll see that when we get there. All right, we're coming up on a sandy area over here on our left. There's some campers down there, some fishermen probably. But something tore the side slope up there, so hopefully we'll get a look at that when we get over that way.
Huh.
All right, got the rickety old bridge here. Beautiful creek. And that empties right out into the river, as you can see. There's a sign here. Yeah, so there's a trail there going off. East Fork Trail, and I'm pretty sure that one goes up to the hatchery, if I'm not mistaken. But there you go. You can see where nice calm spot would be good for fishing.
Oh, absolutely.
It goes out downriver. This goes upriver. And we got a little bit of sun coming out. It's been pretty cloudy. Yeah, it's been a little cloudy today. Got pretty dark back there, but now it's opening up. All right, a little bit tight blow down to get under here. We passed a couple of dads and their boys, little boys, and they couldn't find the rock. But they did give us some intel on the blowdown. Apparently it's not as bad as what I had read on some reports, so hopefully it's not too bad. In case Don falls in, we want it on film.
Thanks for the insurance company. Hey.
There he goes. So close.
Wetsuit on.
It's a little interesting here.
You ain't kidding.
This site really opened us up to the river.
Yeah.
Get down here and where we can see a little better. There you go. Georgia's on that side. We're on South Carolina side. You got to watch your footing.
Oh, yeah.
And know where to put your trekking poles. It's not slanted, so
Yep. Try to find.
oh,
There you go.
gotta find something.
Nice.
About dropped the camera there, sorry. Maybe you should put it away. Maybe I should. There we go. Just to show you, I'm kind of like not doing good camera work here, but this is what these rocks are side slopes, so if you try to use your trekking pole, it wants to slide out on you really bad. All right, I remember this slab in this creek from last time. And I know that we're getting close when we get to it, so there's the river right in front of us. There's Don. Not too hard.
Got it.
Get over onto this slab. Make our way across. There you go, Rusty. There's some chanterelles out for you. Cut them up, put them in a sauce or something. So here's kind of a wash. Looks like the trail has kind of gotten a little ambiguous here. So we're just gonna kind of pick our way however, I guess. Side slope, got some trees blown down there. Even though that looks pretty old. Looks like join the trail proper right here. Big old monolith out there. Going in and out from the beach area here. Some late rhododendron blooms. You can see them on the ground here. Yeah, on its way out. Some more up there. Okay, so we found this sign here. The reason why this sign is here is because, as Doug pointed out, there used to be like an emergency sign here, like a highway orange yellow kind of sign. And Ellicott Rock Trail on the North Carolina and Georgia side is over there, and you would come across the trail over here, look across, and you would see that orange sign. So he's trying to find it, see if that sign still exists in there. Maybe it got pulled away, we don't know. But yeah, so you would come and join the trail here to make your way to Ellicott Rock proper. Yes. You can see the orange arrow, and you see another one chiseled out there. So it's down there, we just got to get down there to it.
Ellicott's Rock is a survey marker placed in 1811 by Andrew Ellicott as part of his survey to resolve the boundary dispute between Georgia and North Carolina. The boundary dispute involved a brief armed conflict between the two, called the Walton War, followed by an 1807 survey that Georgia refused to accept. Ellicott, hired by Georgia, undertook a new survey that confirmed the earlier line. He engraved a large rock in the Chattooga River with N-G standing for North Carolina-Georgia. The nominal latitude of 35 degrees north was later specified by the United States Congress. 2 years after Ellicott's survey, commissioners representing North Carolina and South Carolina marked a different large rock along the Chattooga River bank with the inscription Lat 35 AD 1813 NC plus SC as the juncture where the South Carolina and North Carolina states joined. The rock marked by the commissioners in 1813, rather than the rock marked by Ellicott in 1811, is often mistakenly called Ellicott Rock or Ellicott's Rock. To clarify this misnomer, it's also called Commissioner's Rock. It is commonly accepted as the tri-point where the boundary lines of South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia meet. Neither of the rocks is actually located on the 35th parallel as Congress specified. That line is actually located 230 feet to the south of Ellicott Rock, as shown on Google Maps.
Video is going to be a little shaky here because I'm on the iPhone. I had to make a command decision not to bring the GoPro because I needed something I could clip on to my belt loop so I could use both hands. So this is kind of where we are. Doug's cut in a path for us. It's going to be a little bit shaky on the iPhone, but you can see right in there N-G. We're trying to get some more vegetation cleared from the storm, and then we'll get a better look at it. So right behind me, right there, is the rock. Got all blowed over from the storm. So Doug's down here. He's going to clear a little spot there so we can get a better look at it. But yeah, we found it finally. So he's going to get a picture of this because this is the first time Doug has seen the actual the rock that Andrew Ellicott carved. Most people believe that that rock over there is Ellicott Rock. That's the carving that was done 2 years after Andrew Ellicott. So that was a different commission that came in. They believed that the actual state line was there. So we're going to see if we can't get over there and get a picture of that too. So we're trying to make our way over there. Doug traversed the log to get over there, but he said he thinks it's going to be easier to go down an old path on the other side. So that's what we're going to try to do.
You get your foot on here, but use this like you would a saddle, and actually like get on it like you would, and then roll over. And there's steps on these rocks right here.
Okay, sounds good. Again, we're on the iPhone, and you can see lat 35, AD 1813, NC plus SC. So NC plus SC, AD, and you might see it a little better if we can get a little bit of an angle. So there we go. And this one is the one that was done after Ellicott's, which is just up the hill here, under that brush. But we made it. Okay, we're headed back. I got a lot of iPhone footage I hope I can use, where we found both Ellicott rock and the other carving that was done 2 years later. From what I've been able to see, a lot of people conflate the two. So, all right, we're getting some sunshine. Had a good bit of sunshine coming back, so this is really nice. A lot of cloud cover earlier in the day, but it didn't rain. That's what matters. Well, Jim, that one's all boarded up. Reckon they probably boarded up when the hurricane came through, and they just never came back. What are you gonna do? Yeah, we stopped in here to do a little bit more looking, and this is the score just for today in tent spikes. So what did you determine? 10 plus a nail, was it?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, got a nail here.
All just today. Just in the campsites along the Chautauqua River Trail going to Ellicott's Rock.
A little 4-mile stretch.
All right, Don's back there. Doug stopped to do some more metal detecting in one of the campsites back there, but he said he'd probably catch us before we get to the road. He has a lot of faith in our speed. All right, we're back here where the Foothills connector is, and that goes up to the Foothills Trail. There's a turn to Spoonauger. Make our way back to Earl. All right, we're back at Burroughs Ford. Burroughs Ford Road here. All right, we're back here at the campground parking area. Let's see. You can just barely see Earl down there. Little bumper sticking out, I guess. Hopefully that's Earl. Hopefully nobody broke in and got my sit and spin. Somebody threw their arm out the window the other day and waved their hand and said, sit and spin. I said, that's a good idea. I'm gonna get me a sit and spin. There he is. All right, we're back at the parking area. I got a fresh shirt on, fresh hat too.
We survived.
So yeah, it was about 8 miles round trip, about a little over 9 in steps, and not a lot of climbing clearly, but it was good. Got to see Ellicott's rock and the other rock that most people confuse with Ellicott's rock. It was one that was done 2 years after. So Ellicott's is the N-G, and thanks to Don, he happened to be peering through the rhododendron and branches that had come down. He's like, hey, it's right there. So had a good time. Thank goodness we had Doug with us, because he helped us find the route down there to the riverside. Yeah. And he had only ever seen the newer one. He had not seen the actual, what is technically Ellicott's rock. So people confuse the two. And so we were glad to find them both. But anyway, we're going to get out of here and find us something to eat.